Are you unknowingly damaging your health every single day? Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how some people stay sharp, energetic, and active well into their 80s and 90s, while others struggle with constant fatigue, infections, and a steady decline in their overall health? What if the difference isn't just luck? What if it's not genetics? What if it comes down to something far simpler, the way you care for your body every single day? Most of us follow the exact same hygiene routine we've had for decades. We shower. We brush our teeth. Maybe we apply lotion. And we assume we're doing everything right. But here's the surprising truth. There are 5 overlooked body parts that most people, especially older adults, aren't cleaning properly. And neglecting them can quietly affect your health in ways you may never have connected before. We're not just talking about odor or minor discomfort. We're talking about chronic inflammation, recurring infections, weakened immunity, and even increased risks tied to heart disease, diabetes complications, and cognitive decline. And the craziest part? Fixing this takes just a few minutes a day. That's it. Just a few intentional minutes that could improve circulation, increase energy, strengthen your immune system, and possibly even extend your healthy years. I didn't think much about these hidden hygiene mistakes either, until I spoke with Dr. Emma Harris, a geriatric specialist with over 30 years of experience working with older adults. What she shared completely shifted how I view personal hygiene. Today, I'm going to walk you through 5 commonly neglected body areas and why giving them just a little more attention could make a powerful difference in your life. And don't worry, I'm not about to tell you to spend an hour in the bathroom or buy expensive products. These are simple, practical habits you can start today. Stick with me until the end, because once you understand these 5 key areas, you may start noticing real changes: fresher breath, better balance, fewer aches, improved sleep, and more steady energy throughout your day. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor. If you care about your health and want more practical tips like this, tap the like button. It helps the channel more than you know. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do and turn on notifications so you never miss a video that could help you live better, longer. Alright, let's begin with one of the most surprising and most overlooked parts of your body. Your tongue. Yes, your tongue. Most people brush their teeth twice a day and feel accomplished. But they completely ignore the surface that holds hundreds of different types of bacteria. Your tongue isn't just a muscle that helps you eat and speak. It's a textured surface covered in tiny crevices, and those crevices trap food particles, dead cells, and bacteria. At any given time, your mouth hosts more than 700 types of microorganisms. Some are helpful. Many are not. When you don't clean your tongue properly, bacteria build up into a thin film, often white or yellowish, and that buildup doesn't just sit there harmlessly. It can contribute to chronic bad breath. It can dull your sense of taste. It can irritate your gums. And in some cases, harmful bacteria can enter your bloodstream through tiny cuts or inflamed gum tissue, something that becomes more common as we age. Research has linked poor oral hygiene to increased risks of heart disease, diabetes complications, and even respiratory infections. Think of your tongue like the air filter in your home. If you never clean it, dust and debris collect. Eventually, the air circulating through your house becomes stale and unhealthy. The same thing happens in your mouth. The good news? Cleaning your tongue is simple. The most effective tool is a tongue scraper. It's inexpensive and available at almost any pharmacy. While brushing your tongue with a toothbrush helps, a scraper removes buildup far more effectively. Here's how to do it properly. Stand in front of the mirror. Extend your tongue comfortably, don't strain. Place the scraper gently at the back of your tongue and slowly pull it forward toward the tip. Apply light pressure. You're not scraping paint off a wall. Think gentle but thorough. Repeat this 3 to 4 times. You'll likely see a thin layer come off. That's the bacterial buildup you don't want lingering there. Rinse the scraper between passes. In the morning, clean your tongue before eating breakfast to remove the bacteria that accumulated overnight. At night, Go a bit lighter, since your tongue may be more sensitive after a full day of use. The entire process takes less than 3 minutes. But the results can be surprising. Many people report that after just a couple of weeks, food tastes more vibrant. Coffee becomes richer. Fruit tastes sweeter. Meals feel more enjoyable again. By reducing the bacterial load in your mouth, you also reduce the strain on your immune system. Your body doesn't have to fight off unnecessary oral bacteria all day long. And if you struggle with chronic bad breath, this may be the missing piece. Brushing and flossing alone often won't solve it. But cleaning the tongue frequently does. I remember hearing about Linda, a 67-year-old retiree who started scraping her tongue after years of ignoring it. Within a few weeks, she noticed her sense of taste improving. At her next dental checkup, her dentist commented on reduced plaque and healthier gums. Then there was Theodore, 71 years old, who had battled bad breath for years despite brushing and flossing religiously. Nothing seemed to work. He was skeptical about tongue scraping until he tried it. Within 2 weeks, the problem disappeared and his confidence improved dramatically. If you have a sensitive gag reflex, start by scraping from the middle of your tongue and gradually work farther back as you get more comfortable. And if you ever notice persistent white patches, unusual discoloration, or soreness that doesn't go away, consult your doctor or dentist. Sometimes those signs can indicate underlying conditions that deserve attention. Small habits like this create ripple effects. And this is only the first of 5. Next, we're moving down to a part of your body that carries you every single day, yet often gets the least attention. Your feet. Take a moment and think about how much your feet do for you. They support your entire body weight. They maintain your balance. They allow you to move freely and independently. And yet for many people, foot care consists of letting soapy water run over them in the shower and calling it good. Here's the problem. As we age, circulation naturally slows down. And your feet are often the first place where issues show up. Swelling. Cold toes. Skin discoloration. Burning sensations. Cracks that won't heal. Each foot contains 26 bones, 33 joints, and over 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments. That's nearly a quarter of the bones in your entire body. When your feet aren't properly cleaned and cared for, moisture builds up, especially between the toes. That creates the perfect environment for fungal infections. If you have diabetes, proper foot hygiene becomes even more critical. Small cuts or infections can escalate quickly. And beyond infections, neglected foot care can affect balance and mobility, increasing the risk of falls. Think of your feet as the foundation of a house. If the foundation weakens, everything above it starts to suffer: posture, joints, even cardiovascular strain. So what should you be doing differently? First, wash your feet intentionally every day. Don't rely on shower runoff. Use a soft washcloth and mild soap. Clean the tops, soles, sides, and especially between your toes. Use warm water, not hot, because hot water dries out the skin and increases cracking. Sit down if needed. Make it comfortable. There's no rush. But here's where most people make a critical mistake. They stop at washing. And what you'll learn next might surprise you. Now here's where things get interesting, because washing your feet is only half the equation. What you do after you wash them may matter even more. Let me paint a picture. If you washed a sink full of dishes and stacked them away soaking wet in a dark cabinet, what would happen? Moisture would linger. Bacteria would grow. And before long, you'd have a musty, unhealthy mess. The same thing happens between your toes. Moisture trapped in those small, tight spaces creates the perfect breeding ground for fungi and bacteria. And as we age, our skin becomes thinner and more prone to cracks, which means infections can take hold more easily. Thomas, a 73-year-old retiree, learned this the hard way. For years, he assumed rinsing his feet in the shower was enough. Then he noticed discoloration between his toes that wouldn't go away. A doctor's visit confirmed a fungal infection. His physician explained something simple but powerful. His feet were spending hours every day inside socks and shoes, warm, enclosed, slightly damp environments. Perfect for fungal growth. Once Thomas began thoroughly drying his feet every single night, especially between the toes, the infection cleared within weeks. But something else happened too. His balance improved. The subtle discomfort he'd been ignoring disappeared. He felt more stable walking on uneven surfaces. His confidence came back. That's how connected these small habits can be. So here's the right way to dry your feet. After washing, use a soft, clean towel, ideally one dedicated for your feet. Pat dry the tops, the soles, the sides, and carefully lift each toe slightly to dry between them. Don't rub aggressively. You're not sanding wood. You're removing moisture gently but thoroughly. And never ever put socks on damp feet. Once your feet are fully dry, there's one more step that becomes increasingly important as we age. Moisturize, but with precision. The skin on our feet loses moisture faster over time. This leads to cracking, peeling, and painful splits in the heels, especially during colder months. Apply a small amount of moisturizer to the tops and soles of your feet. Massage it in to keep the skin supple and protected. But avoid putting lotion between your toes. That area needs to stay dry. Adding moisture there undoes all your careful drying work and encourages fungal growth. Think of it as strategic hydration. Soft where needed. Dry where necessary. And beyond washing and drying, there's one more habit that can act as an early warning system for your health. Daily foot inspection. Your feet can reveal early signs of circulation problems, nerve damage, and even diabetes complications. Take 30 seconds each day to check for redness or unusual discoloration, pale or dark patches, persistent soreness, small cuts or cracks that aren't healing, swelling or cold toes, tingling or burning sensations. If something looks or feels off, don't ignore it. Catching issues early can prevent serious complications later. Your feet carry you through life. Give them the care they deserve. Now let's move upward to another area most people think they're cleaning properly, but often aren't. Your armpits. Most people treat their underarms as nothing more than a deodorant zone. Sweat. Odor. Spray. Done. They contain a network of lymph nodes, small but powerful parts of your lymphatic system. These nodes help filter toxins, drain waste, and support your immune system. When sweat, bacteria, dead skin cells, and layers of antiperspirant build up over time, pores can clog. Skin becomes irritated. Lymph nodes can become inflamed. And that's when issues begin. Clogged pores can lead to painful bumps, ingrown hairs, and even abscesses. Persistent irritation weakens the skin barrier, allowing bacteria to penetrate more easily. Helen Carter, a lymphatic health expert, once explained it this way. Your underarms function like a drainage hub. When buildup accumulates, your body has to work harder to clear waste. The solution isn't complicated, but it requires intention. Start in the shower with warm water, not scalding hot, just warm enough to open the pores slightly. Use a soft washcloth or gentle sponge. The skin under your arms is delicate. Scrubbing aggressively can cause tiny abrasions that invite bacteria. Clean using circular motions first. Then up and down. Then side to side. Why? Because buildup doesn't always sit in one direction. Changing motion helps remove residue more thoroughly. Choose a mild, fragrance-free cleanser if possible. Harsh soaps can disrupt your skin's natural balance, leading to more irritation and odor over time. And most importantly, rinse completely. Soap residue left behind can dry out the skin and trap debris. Olivia, a 65-year-old retired teacher, struggled with recurring underarm rashes for years. She assumed it was just aging. But after switching to a gentler cleanser and rinsing more thoroughly, her irritation disappeared within weeks. She described it as night and day. But here's another step many people overlook. Drying properly. If moisture lingers under your arms, bacteria multiply rapidly. Dampness creates friction, leading to redness and chafing. After your shower, gently pat your underarms dry with a clean towel. Don't rub hard. Let the skin settle for a moment before applying deodorant. That brief pause allows your pores to calm down, reducing irritation and improving how your deodorant works. Your underarms house over 20 lymph nodes working quietly in the background every day. Supporting that system through proper hygiene isn't about vanity. It's about immune support. And when you remove the bacteria responsible for odor, something surprising happens. You may actually need less deodorant over time. Less buildup. Less irritation. Fewer bumps. Smoother skin. Small adjustment. Noticeable difference. Now let's talk about something we almost never think about, even though we rely on it constantly. Your nose. You take nearly 20,000 breaths every single day. But how often do you think about the quality of those breaths? Your nose isn't just an opening for air. It's one of the most sophisticated filtration systems in your body. It traps dust, filters allergens, humidifies air, and helps protect your lungs from harmful particles. But just like any filter, it needs maintenance. When you neglect nasal hygiene, microscopic irritants build up. Inflammation increases. Airflow becomes restricted. That's when you start experiencing chronic congestion, snoring, restless sleep, reduced oxygen flow, brain fog. If your nose isn't functioning at full capacity, your entire body feels it. As we age, natural defenses slow down. Nasal passages become drier and more sensitive. That makes gentle cleaning even more important. Here's how to do it properly. Start your morning with a gentle rinse. Splash warm water around your nostrils to clear overnight mucus buildup. For deeper cleaning, use a saline spray. It acts like a refreshing shower for your nasal passages, flushing out allergens and improving airflow. If you struggle with chronic congestion or seasonal allergies, a neti pot can be incredibly effective. It uses a saline solution to cleanse the sinuses more thoroughly. Many first-time users describe it as breathing clearly for the first time in years. Steam is another powerful tool. A warm shower can loosen stubborn mucus. For a deeper effect, lean over a bowl of hot water with a towel over your head and inhale slowly. Adding a drop of eucalyptus or peppermint oil enhances the sensation and opens the airways. And here's something most people get wrong. Blowing your nose too hard. When you pinch both nostrils and forcefully blow, you can push mucus deeper into your sinuses, worsening pressure and congestion. Instead, gently blow one nostril at a time into a soft tissue. Simple. Intentional. Effective. James, a 69-year-old former construction worker, lived with chronic congestion for decades. He assumed it was part of aging. But after adding a simple saline routine morning and night, he noticed immediate improvement. He slept better, woke up clearer, felt more energized. Bella, 76, experienced something similar. After incorporating nasal care into her routine, she stopped waking up feeling foggy and sluggish. More oxygen means better brain function. Better sleep means stronger immunity. Better breathing means better life. And we're not done yet. There's one final overlooked body part that might surprise you even more. It sounds almost too simple to matter. But this small, often forgotten part of your body can quietly harbor bacteria, dead skin cells, sweat, and lint, especially if it's deeper or slightly folded inward. Most people assume that water running over it in the shower is enough. It's not. Your belly button is essentially a small pocket. And like any small pocket on your body, it can trap moisture and debris. Over time, that buildup can lead to odor, irritation, and even infection. As we age, several subtle changes make this more likely. Skin cell turnover slows down. Hormonal shifts alter natural scent. Medications can affect skin health. and immune responses may not be as quick as they once were. That means small areas of neglect can turn into bigger discomforts. Jane, a 78-year-old retiree, once mentioned that she could never quite figure out where a faint musty smell was coming from. She changed soaps, washed her clothes differently, even adjusted her diet. Nothing worked. Then she began gently cleaning her belly button as part of her daily routine. Within days, the odor disappeared. But she also noticed something else. The skin around her abdomen felt softer and healthier. No irritation. No subtle itching she'd previously brushed off as normal. That's how small habits create ripple effects. So how should you clean your belly button properly? It's simple. In the shower, use warm water and mild soap. Take a soft washcloth or your fingertip and gently clean inside and around the navel. You don't need to scrub aggressively. Just remove buildup carefully. If your belly button is deeper, you can use a cotton swab with warm water and mild soap to reach inside. Move gently. There's no need for force. After washing, rinse thoroughly. And here's the key step most people miss: dry it completely. Just like between your toes or under your arms, trapped moisture creates the perfect environment for bacterial or fungal growth. Use a clean towel and gently pat the area dry. If needed, let it air dry for a minute before putting clothes on. That's it. It takes less than 30 seconds. But it can prevent irritation, odor, and infection. Now, there are times when you should pay closer attention. If you notice persistent redness, swelling, itching, unusual discharge, or pain, especially if it doesn't improve with gentle cleaning, it's important to see a doctor. For individuals with diabetes or weakened immune systems, even small infections can escalate more quickly. That's why prevention matters. And if you have or previously had a belly button piercing, maintenance becomes even more important. Even if a piercing healed years ago, the opening remains a small pocket where sweat, bacteria, and debris can collect. If you wear jewelry, remove it occasionally and clean around it with warm water and mild soap. Dry thoroughly before reinserting. Check for redness or tenderness, early signs of irritation. Again, this isn't complicated, but it is intentional. And that's really the theme of everything we've talked about today. Intentional care. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. 5 overlooked areas. Your tongue. Your feet. Your armpits. Your nose. Your belly button. None of them require expensive products. None of them require an hour-long routine. None of them require extreme measures. Just awareness. Just a few extra minutes. But the payoff can be significant. Cleaner tongue? Better taste. Fresher breath. Reduced bacterial load. Healthier feet? Improved balance. Better circulation. Lower infection risk. Proper underarm care? Less irritation. Better lymphatic support. Reduced odor naturally. Clear nasal passages? Deeper sleep. Sharper thinking. More consistent energy. A clean belly button? Greater comfort. Improved skin health. Prevention of avoidable infections. And here's something important to remember. Your body is not a collection of isolated parts. It's an interconnected system. When you reduce inflammation in one area, your immune system has more capacity elsewhere. When you breathe better, your brain functions better. When your feet are stable, your confidence increases, and that influences how active you stay. Small habits compound. And over years, those small habits can create a meaningful difference in how you feel at 60, 70, 80, and beyond. So here's my question for you. Which of these surprised you the most? Was it the tongue? The connection between foot care and balance? The lymph nodes in your armpits? The impact of nasal hygiene on sleep and energy? Or the idea that something as simple as cleaning your belly button could make a noticeable difference? I'd love to know. Drop a comment below and tell me which habit you're going to start today. And if you found this helpful, take a second to hit the like button. It really does help more people discover this information. If you're not subscribed yet, consider joining the community and turning on notifications. We focus on simple, practical, science-backed habits that support healthy aging without overwhelm. Because living longer is one thing. Living better, with energy, clarity, mobility, and confidence, is something entirely different. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of your body. Be intentional. And I'll see you in the next video.